Yeah. I think private school harbors like a false sense of security. When students that go to private school go to like a public institution like university, they get scared and they tremble in their boots. So
What
Is
do you
that what
mean?
happened?
These kids are
Kaya,
probably
did you
worse
go to
that's
private
what I
school?
think.
Kaya, did
That's
you
what
go to
I think.
private
Are you
school?
invoking
I
Lynn
know
as
a
the
lot of
model
people that went to
operator
private
then?
school and they are very snobby, and when they get into these
Oh yeah,
institutions,
they
like for
come out
example,
so
like I
snotty.
live in Michigan, and when they go to like
Yeah.
University of Michigan, they always talk down about it. They always have these high expectations, and they were like, "Oh, this public institution is so bad." They typically,
Yeah.
obviously, this is
Expectations were based,
anecdotal,
actually.
but they typically
Is that
turn out
right?
a lot more snobby.
That's still anecdotal.
Kaya,
Our
did you
expectations
go to
are
private
good,
school?
actually. Like
Oh,
fucking filthy
okay, so
crap
what you're
in your
doing right
bucket.
now is you're saying, "Oh, my perspective is false because I didn't have a first-hand experience in it."
No,
Although
no,
I
no,
know a
no, 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 no.
plethora of people
That's
that
not what
have
I'm
this
saying.
first-hand
I'm
experience,
curious if
right?
Yeah, because you're a
no,
bunch
no.
of
I'm curious
whiny,
if you
poor
feel that way
people
because you went
sees
to
about
private
rich
school and
people.
that's how you felt about it.
You're
No, I
about
went to a public
USA.
school that
Oh,
was
okay,
very
okay.
poorly funded. I
Well, no,
went
no, no.
to a public
Actually, I
school
can
in
corroborate.
Detroit, Michigan.
I can corroborate your what you know what you're saying because I went to
Mm.
like a Jesuit prep school, and when I went
Mm-hmm.
to college, I was like, "Yo, these people are fucking idiots."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But that's the truth. That's
Yeah, but
just
that's
the
the
truth
truth,
of it,
though.
though. Yeah.
I mean, do you think they're
Exactly.
idiots because they're idiots, or do you think they're idiots because of the
No,
environment
no,
that was
no.
harbored
The
when they
reason
attended
why I
that
thought they were
school?
idiots is because it turns out that a lot of these kids that you meet from public school, and
Mm.
you know, they get to college, and I went to a private college, but the thing is like what I learned, like meeting Jews, Muslims, you know, people who were agnostics, atheists, they went to public school or they went to other private schools, is they seem less socialized and emotionally adjusted than I was, right? They had all
Mm-hmm.
these fucking
Okay.
emotional problems. They're getting into the fucking party lifestyle because they didn't have like a core foundation of values or anything. I
Okay.
always thought it was just weird. Like it was like
Exactly.
they felt so much more immature than me. You know what I mean? They had like marital problems with their family. You know what I mean? That just kind of like leaked
Yeah,
over
I
into who they
understand
were.
that. Do
Like, you
you
know, when
think
they get
That's
drunk
maybe
and
weird.
shit, that's all they're fucking talking about. Like, my parents this, my parents fucking hate this. You know what I mean? Like all this
You're
fucking
weird, bro.
unprocessed nonsense just fucking comes out of them in
Yeah,
meetings.
no, I completely
And I
get that.
found that
Maybe
more from like
okay.
public school and Jews and Muslims than I did like from other Christians on campus.
Okay. Yeah, I completely understand it. Do you think maybe it's because I guess you mentally progressed farther than these people at your age range, right? Because typically like
Yeah.
those who are in university, they want to engage in a very social lifestyle where they're engaging with their peers in certain manners. And
No,
if
I
you're a
think they're just
Christian,
using each other as emotional crutches. You know what I mean? They're looking for
oh,
emotional validation
okay.
because they're still
Okay.
emotionally immature. Whereas like other
Mm,
Christian people that I would like meet, you know, like they don't want
mm,
to they don't want to get involved in that because it's like they don't want to get contaminated by that kind of negative cyclical thinking. You know what I mean?
It's
And they
deep.
just
and do you think
focus on their work. And the problem is, you know, when you get to college, everybody's just a skeptical moron with emotional problems, and they focus more of their free time like trying to criticize like theism or belief in God. You know what I mean?
So
To the
realist. And
point
then they
where
start
Christian
crying in the
people
middle of
feel like they
labs.
can't express like, you know, their true belief or their value system because it's just heavily scrutinized and skeptical
mm,
from the
yeah,
rest of
I
the
I
college community.
yeah, I get your perspective. I'm understanding your perspective.
So
It
it's
happened
better
to
to
me
just
too. A
deal
lot
with
of the
that by,
people,
sorry, go ahead.
a lot of my peers in high school were generally retards, and they were. I don't like I said. That's why I don't talk to any of them now. None of the people from my graduating class, 2019, do I talk to 5 years later. It was uh, it really was. It's kind of terrible. And now I don't see any of them. The ones that I do know of or see regularly, not they're not really doing so great. Or if they are doing great, they're far from where I currently with where we used to live together at in the city. But a lot of time once I got out of university, once I got into university, the idea of the social lifestyle completely fled the building. And whereas high school is all about that socialization, when I got to university, most of it is just, I mean, shit. It's like just wanted to be gone, be done. No one wanted to really be there.
I got some anecdote. You want to hear it?
my friend's raising his kids, homeschooling them. His wife homeschools them. They go to church. But I've seen these kids, and they just run around and play. They're the happiest kids in the world, and they don't have that many friends outside. But they just had a litter of dogs, so they have like literally 20 dogs, well, puppies running around,
Yeah,
little
some of
baby
the
Great Danes,
most I had that
and
experience. Sorry, go ahead, my bad.
and they love Jesus, and that they're pretty happy, and they look like they're not antisocial at all. It looks like they're the opposite of that.
How old are they?
Like a lot of them.
They're like, I would say he's probably like 7 now, and the little girl, what?
Wait till they're adults before you say anything, because they're still young.
But he's being instilled with Christian values, and he takes after his dad, and he's like personable and very graceful. His dad's my best friend.
I feel like happy home kid will thrive, but I'm like when I talk about like socializing and stuff, you need to be more open to like talking to different people, just like how
Yeah,
we as Christians.
that's all value, but the reality is that
Hold on,
most
please,
people are
Gizmo.
fucking morons. That's just
Yeah,
literally
Okay.
what it is. And it's a serious overestimation to think that college life is the real world. That's
it's
not the real
cringe.
world.
I,
And a lot of
okay,
these
I
public school
said what I
people,
have to
they come to college thinking that, oh, this is the first time, like it's the real world, like we're
No,
adults now, we're
it's not the real
adulting,
world,
let's
but
get
it's typically
drunk.
like
That's what it is. And it's just like,
no,
this
no,
is
no,
not the
it's
fucking
not.
real
It's
world.
no one's claiming it to be the real world, but it's the first step in like someone's individual life where they have individuality, where they're able to do things independently from their parents,
I
right?
mean, that might be true for a woman, but it isn't for a
Monarch.
man. A
What do you
man,
mean?
Can
a
you expand on that,
man.
please?
Yeah. Here's the thing with here. A man, right? When they're young, they're nothing. They have no like sexual market value. They have to
Why are
work.
you
They
saying
have
What
to
that
does
get
that
a
about
have to do with
career,
anything? What
right?
does that have to do with
Hold
anything?
on, listen,
Let's just be
listen.
real.
This is the part that you
Hypergamy.
don't understand
Oh,
about the other sex, ma'am. Please just listen.
what?
Hear our experience if you want to
Really,
be
you
taken
called yourself
seriously.
Femcel.
See, here's the thing, all right? For a man, we have no sexual market value until we work on ourselves, have a purpose, work on our careers. We don't have money, we have nothing to provide for the woman. You get what I mean? But once we hit our 30s and like we are establishing our
Yeah.
careers, like
hmm
that's when a man, right, is a real man. That's what the real world looks like for a man. That might not be the case for a woman though.
My
I have a question. I have a question. When you're looking for a partner, a long-term partner,
Mhm.
what draws your attention? What do you look for?
In like a woman, I'm looking for
Uh,
a
kindness,
woman.
yeah, yes.
I'm looking
Legs,
for a
legs,
woman
meekness.
that knows what she
legs and ass
wants,
and
has
lips.
purpose, and has some sort of financial literacy. That's
Okay,
what I'm
and
looking
you
for.
He doesn't
realize how
And
I
represent
could
so,
women.
you
Yes,
realize
sir.
I could say the same thing about a man, right?
yeah, but
I
You,
could say the
here's the
same thing about a
difference
man. So
though.
you're lying,
what's
Here's
the
but you
difference
but
make?
you but you would be lying. But you would be lying
yeah.
statistically.
Plasma, you sound like a femboy. You're not included in this conversation. Thank you very much. Continue, Abysmal.
And you sound like a Discord e-girl. Like
Continue,
you're
Abysmal. Continue.
hurts.
Can we all like collectively mute this low IQ idiot at the bottom? Thank you.
No.
Continue,
No,
Abysmal.
nice
So
try,
so
bitch.
here
I'm not gonna mute me.
so here's the deal, right? Like I actually disagree with you. I don't think women are like have the same life experiences as a man at that age. Because the reality is sexually women's sexual market value is at their peak literally in their early 20s. And I think this does kind of shape or color a woman's experience of the world at that particular age. And that's distinct from what a man experiences.
Yeah, I have multiple points that I want to hit on just real fast. I don't think women's sexual valuability has anything to do with being financially literate and wanting to know what to do in life. And also,
What?
you just admitted that because we are, I guess, more valuable at these earlier ages in life, that we just get objectified more. So I appreciate you admitting that. That's thank you.
Okay, so you didn't refute his point. Why do you claim
Oh my
that
god,
your
bro,
sexual market
Plasma,
value?
you're just fucking annoying. You're getting muted.
You didn't. Okay, so
Engage with him. What are you doing?
you're too silly and
No, but
unserious.
yeah, I don't
Like,
understand how being
the point is
I
because
guess
you are
sexually
desirable.
valuable at
You
your
are
early 20s,
desirable out
right,
of the box.
has
You're
anything to do
desirable out of
with
the box.
financial literacy and
Does you get sugar daddies?
effort in
It's
life. Could you
Well,
expand on that a little bit
people
more?
do
so
Well, hold on, hold
Yeah,
on, hold on.
no,
Can I jump in real quick?
I don't even grant the point in the first place.
in one sense,
Can
you're
I, can I
asking me like what I look for in a woman, and then
Yeah.
right. But then in another context, I'm talking about sexual market value. Does that make sense? So nowhere
Yeah, it makes
in the
yeah.
things that I told you about what I look for in a woman did I ever refer to sexual market value. Sexual market value is like a real social currency, right? In establishing our underlying assumptions about one can make about what they're looking for in a woman, but it's not part of what I'm looking for in a woman necessarily.
Cuz what you
Well,
said, right,
what were my first
these
three answers? What were my first three answers? It's a woman that
uh
knows what she wants. Second, a woman that has her own purpose. Thirdly, has some financial literacy.
yeah, so what I got from that point essentially is that I understood that these 2 points that you were making were essentially concise and because you said that because of these 3 things that happen to women, no, because of women's sexual valuability, that she is not going to maybe know these things as soon as a man is, right? Because she has these other
Right.
things in
So
the
maybe
way.
I need to clarify, okay? So
Okay.
when I refer to sexual market value, um, I guess what I'm referring to is the fact that for women, so their sexual market value is more biologically determined, and for a man, it's more determined in terms of like the resources he's able to provide. And that's
It's
kind of
re-
like where like there's this there is a natural age gap in both the experience of male and females when it comes to coupling.
it's reasonable to say that yeah, women do conform to uh society and things in that way at a young age, knowing that they need to survive, to live in this world where most men, I would say, get out of high school and they're kind of dawdling around for a couple of
I
years.
have a question.
And women usually go straight to college to start preparing themselves for life. I'm just,
Do you think that women
you don't
conform
think
to
so?
this society because it's an innate thing that they just automatically understand in their body?
Yeah,
Or
because
do you
they're
think that it's
natural.
taught? Or do you think that it's taught and nurtured
Natural.
right down
No,
generations?
they're naturalistically solipsistic.
Do you think it's
Yeah.
innate? Like it just automatically happens? Like you're spawned
They're
with this?
naturally.
No, they're
yes,
Everyone
solipsistic.
is
it,
naturally
Okay.
not
selfish, but
spawn, but
you have
of
to allow
course,
women
So
it,
you
optimally.
think that women just automatically conform to the objectification of themselves by men?
No,
Yes.
A woman is not
I
Okay.
think
explaining
no, not
anything.
by
Okay.
Hold
men,
on.
not
Thank
by
you, Faye.
men, by
Faye, you
other
just admitted
women.
being a
No,
fucking
no, no,
idiot.
no,
Thank you, bro.
not
Appreciate
by
you.
men,
Women.
femcel, but I would say that yes,
No, that
women do.
I'm not
Hold on,
offensive.
hold
It's
on,
Kaya
That's
at
hold
the
on.
not,
bottom.
that's
Women
not
do
Femcel. That's
conform.
Kaya. That's
I'm
Women
Kaya.
Kaya
do.
at the
Oh, I'm
bottom.
It's
sorry.
definitely Kaya. Oh,
Oh, my bad. So
You're
whoever
okay.
asked, whichever one of you asked the question, I would say, women, yes, they do conform, but it's not according to the expectations of men, but rather to the expectations of other women.
ooh.
And why
No,
do
it's
women get these expectations?
the
Because of
entirety of the
hypergamy, because
society.
of biological issues. It's more biologically predetermined, their sexual market value. And
It's the
women
entirety
conform
of
to other
society.
women's
I don't like
opinions
the
of them.
term
So they're
sexual.
objectified more by other women than they are by men.
long story short, it's a biological function that comes along by biological means. No one's like teaching, no mother or father's teaching their daughter these things. It's completely and
I find,
totally something
yeah,
between you and your
I
DNA.
find it disrespectful that you said no mother or father is
Who
teaching their
cares if you're
women societal
disrespected?
pressure. I
No.
find that
Your
honestly
emotions don't matter.
disrespectful because you have not grown up
You
as
just
a
you literally
girl.
just ignored exactly what I said. It just
Yeah,
No,
went over
you
your
dumb
head.
no.
bitch.
You
No
said that
one
you don't
cares
think
about
any
your
parent is
fucking
teaching their
feelings.
daughter
Hey,
societal pressures.
hold on. Calm down.
Like,
We're not
what?
gonna do this
No,
red
she's
pill
muted
shit.
me anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, she's
We're not
muted me
gonna do
anyway.
this red pill shit.
I'm not doing red pill shit. It's just
Well,
like,
Yeah, you are.
take a sec. No, stop. Look at what's happening in this room. None of these two women are actually explaining or articulating any of your of the answers to your questions. They're just
So
asking.
how are they answering
They're
back? How
just
are they
leading you
responding
around
back?
on a specific circle.
How are they responding
You're
back,
coming
Plasma?
down to it because you're men.
Plasma, how are they responding back if they don't understand what I'm saying? Exactly, you're a fucking
They're
idiot, bro.
responding. You are asking them questions, and you're not answering theirs. Is what I'm saying.
Look, the
They haven't
problem
asked
with
any
this red
questions.
pill
What
shit
are you
is
talking
that
about?
it's the pursuit of
Listen,
the
because you're
material
focused
realm.
on yourself.
Oh, hold on. The problem with this red pill shit is it's the
No,
pursuit
don't
of the
simp at me,
material
bro.
realm.
Don't fucking simp by like name dropping red pill shit.
Like
Fuck off.
who? No one's. This
No,
guy's
I'm
a
not.
grown ass man with a fucking wife. How is he simping? You're a fucking idiot, bro. I'm sorry. You're actually
Oh
just
man,
stupid.
no,
It's
just because you're
nepotism.
married does not immunize you against the behavior when you're in a room talking
How
with
is
a
it
bunch of women.
simping? How is it simping? How?
Buddy,
Because
what I'm simply
he's
stating
trying to
is
throw me
that
under the bus in order to distance
no,
himself
I'm
from
not trying to throw
red.
you under the bus. I'm simply stating that these things of the material realm, it's ultimately vacuous if you're not seeking greater purpose.
The problem with red pill stuff is that the conclusion of it is to say fuck women and men go their own way, which is really gay, literally and figuratively. What you have to do though, in order to be able to interact with successfully with women in general, you have to at least be honest with yourself about what the starting place is and what issues there are from women's perspective and men's perspective when in coming together. That's the challenge and adventure or whatever of marriage. But if we
Yeah, sure,
pretend
but
that
again,
women
if
are
you
other than they are and
hold
men
on,
are other
hold
than they
on.
are, then you're gonna have problems. Okay?
Well, hold on. The problem here is that you want to make the claim that you should have sex with multiple different women before
No, I
you get
don't.
married.
I absolutely don't want to make that claim at all, actually.
Then how
I
would
think
you
that is
understand
a
a
bias.
woman's nature?
What? Say
How would
again?
you understand a woman's nature?
Well, it's a man's nature in some sense to want to sleep around with as many women as possible, right? That's like, biologically speaking, that's what we are
Sure.
seeking to do. That doesn't mean, it gets complicated because it's like a moral issue as well. We shouldn't do that. But then women certainly shouldn't be doing that because it's contrary to their biological nature
Do you
to
have
want
anything to
sleep.
back up what you're saying right now, Plasma?
But
Yes,
again,
well,
Do you
no,
have
this is
anything to back up what you're saying?
this is
Is it
yes,
innate in
again,
men's
yes,
nature
yes.
to
It's
sleep
called
around?
it's called intraspecific competition, where our
Can you
immediate goals
can you please
are
post a
different.
study or some scientific revelation, please?
No, because
Go
this
ahead.
is a
No, you
conversation.
can't.
but here's
So
the
everything
problem.
you say isn't true. Thank you
No,
very much.
Hold on. Here's the
Right.
problem.
See, this is
Because
why, and I mean this seriously. This is
hold
why
on,
women shouldn't
plasma.
be allowed to debate on the server. Like they're not
Hold
privileged.
on, plasma.
I'm serious.
Here's
I'm
the
deadly
problem.
serious about this.
Here's the problem,
Scientific
right?
revelation.
If every man just goes out and pursues sex, then it's
Yeah.
ultimately vacuous, and these women become whores.
Well, the women are supposed to gatekeep sex. When things are functioning properly, women are the gatekeepers of sex.
Oh
Men
my
have to do
god.
That's what happens throughout the animal kingdom. Women or the females
Well, I
select a
mean,
mate.
No, that's not even
I'm
true.
really
No,
sex is for reproduction.
that's actually very true, right? In the
No, it's
bonobo animal
absolutely not
kingdom,
true because
they have a social hierarchy, man. That's
when
the
we look
thing.
at
Our
seahorses, for
closest
example,
animal relative
No, bro,
operates by
you're not a
social hierarchy.
seahorse. The seahorse is extremely distant to you on the evolutionary chain. For fuck's sake, I don't give a fuck about seahorses or
so
protozoas or
when you
whatever
say it's
else.
in the animal
Look at things
kingdom,
that are closer
that's
to
not the
you.
case.
I care
Women
about
are
seahorses, buddy. Thank
women
you.
are like historically, even just civilizationally, but it's also biological. That's why it's
Wait,
a
so I have a
cultural thing.
question,
Women are the
right?
gatekeepers of
So
sex,
wait,
and it's
Plasma,
only
so
recently that has been attempted
I
to be
don't think
inverted.
that sex is the highest good.
I'm not saying it's the highest good. What are you talking about? Why are you?
Yeah,
What are you
yeah. Reproduction is the highest good, so
Well,
sex would
okay,
be the highest good.
I'm not prepared to have a
Mm.
full
Okay.
debate
Cream
about
is
whether
hard.
that's the highest good. It's certainly a necessary good for all other goods, though, I guess, right? To be enacted in the world, because if we stop, we'll just die. So I guess in that sense, but whether that is actually the highest good is a more tricky question. But yes, it's like
wait,
it's
Plasma, I have
indispensable.
a
It's
question.
very
Like
high
a
good.
quick question.
I don't have a question.
No, a quick question. This better be a sincere question and not
No,
some
no, I'm
extremely
being genuinely serious. So
yeah.
would you agree with the rhetoric that women should not be in like these leadership positions, right? Because this was a conversation that was touched on earlier. Do you think that
It's true.
Yeah,
women
but that's
are
not
successful
what we're
in?
talking
No, no,
about
no.
right
I'm
now.
gonna
We're
relate it
talking
back. I'm gonna
about
relate it back to
sexual
what he
market
said just
value
now. No, I
of
understand. I'm
men
gonna relate it
and
back.
women and how it colors their
Let her
expectations
do
Women
it.
who are
of each
capable
other.
of I think that like
No.
leadership positions you need to have certain qualities that we would call masculine that are
Okay,
identified
so
as
why
masculine
why are you
qualities. If you
granting the
have those qualities,
responsibility to women to withhold from intercourse?
if you if you have that responsibility, what are you talking? Wait, were you saying that's not a leadership position? What do you? How
No,
is that a
I'm trying.
leadership position?
We are giving responsibility to women to withhold from intercourse from men that are sexually
No,
promiscuous and can
it's not
hold
about
back. Can
nurturing
I
a
finish my
particular
point? Can I finish
responsibility,
my point? Am
Kyle.
I
Wait,
able
so
to?
you
It's
wait, so you should
biologically
so you want women to be
predetermined that way.
raped? What the fuck is
It's
wrong with you,
biologically
Oh
Kate?
my
predetermined that
god,
way.
dude.
Based.
Don't
Okay.
say the Lord. Yeah, movie.
The,
So,
She wants
no, no,
women.
the
Shikashim,
She wants
social
women. She
Shikashim,
wants
hierarchy.
women to not
Shikashim,
hold
I'm
it back and
sorry.
be raped.
Okay,
The
can I
social
She wants
finish
women
my
to be
point though? Am I
raped.
able to finish my point? Right. So in society, we grant responsibility to women to hold these
No,
leadership positions.
Again, that's not what we're
Abysmal.
saying.
Let me
We're
talk.
not saying that we're giving a responsibility to women. We're saying that it's
God.
biologically predetermined, which is why you see this happen, iterate
Yeah,
itself
no,
within the
it,
So
animal
it,
it's
it,
in
you,
their innate
in other
nature
words,
to withhold
So
from
women have
intercourse.
these
here's what's
psyops.
biologically
Women have
determined about this, right? This inductive premise, okay? What is biologically predetermined by the inductive premise and not a normative protocol is that women have a gestation period, at least the male, like bonobo monkey or the primate, right, has a gestation period of like what, 8 to 9 months. You get what I mean? So they
Okay.
can't be, they have to be much more selective, right, in their choice of a mate than a man.
yeah.
Simple as that. It's
It's not in your
biologically
interest to
predetermined.
get fucked every 9 months, 6 ways from Sunday, be pregnant absolutely all the time. You want to be selective. You don't want an ugly, shitty incel to impregnate you, right?
Absolutely
You
real.
want someone who's going to give you the best and the most optimal child because evolution has
Oh,
selected that
I gotta
behavior
call
because
my
it
wife
encourages.
then.
Like
Okay, no,
like the,
okay, look, like as human beings, we escape from this, but some version of it, your virtue that your wife recognized in you is the same kind of thing,
right,
right?
your ability to be able to be there and to provide for the child, to protect
Hmm.
the to protect the
Yeah,
primate for that gestation period, right?
yeah,
In the interest of what? Of reproducing. Because
yeah.
if you
So
Well,
there0
so
make the
I
no
guess
wrong
direct,
I
choice,
guess
if you
the
make the
there's
wrong
no
answer.
choice,
specific competition then.
So I'm
you're
There's no
gonna
assuming is
die,
and
and
please
also
please
the
competition.
baby in
clarify
your
if I'm
womb is gonna
wrong.
die.
Yeah,
Please
but
please clarify if I'm
it's
okay.
ultimately vacuous if you're just talking about having sex with as many women as possible.
Okay, so
You're
so
keep
please
saying that,
clarify
but
if
it's
I'm
just
wrong. The reason we don't grant women the responsibility necessarily to withhold from intercourse is because it's in their innate nature, predetermined from birth, right?
Yeah,
To
yeah,
withhold.
it's
we've
predetermined
had to
Okay.
psyop
biologically.
women.
Okay.
We've had to
Is there
psyop women with friends
Abysmal?
and Sex and the
I think you're
City
really good
for a half
faith, and I'm
century
not
of
denying
theory in order
this
to
claim,
be as
but I would
promiscuous.
just like to see something like something physical of substance that I can read that
Okay,
backs
Yeah,
up
so
what
so
you're
so
when
saying.
we
in the
look at
Well,
bonobo
the
monkey
we finish the
kingdom,
conversation first, because
in the bonobo monkey kingdom, there's an
Okay.
established social hierarchy, right? What
Okay.
the female actually chooses who the alpha is going to be, and all the females have sex with that alpha. The alpha impregnates the harem of females within the bonobo monkey society. But here's what happens. If the alpha isn't able to protect his children from getting molested by other male beta male monkeys, guess what happens? The females kill the alpha and they'll replace him with a different alpha. That's
And then could
observable.
and then
thing about
could you
Social
relate
social
this back to like
there's
human
studies
nature?
on this.
Could you
the
relate this
thing
back
about
to human nature? Maybe I
No, the
misheard.
point the
the
point
thing
is
about
that, sorry, in our closest animal relative, there is a
Mm.
social hierarchy that exists. It can be demonstrated to be biologically predetermined, and it
Hmm.
turns out that the females within that hierarchy play a pretty essential role in establishing who the male dominant patriarch is gonna be.
I mean, the thing you'll notice about female hypergamy as well is it's
Yeah,
mentioned. I
that's
mean,
the right. That's precisely
it's
what we refer to it
yeah, but
as.
when you're talking
This
about
is
that, it's like it's
the
not that women are
behavior
just
itself
having
is
sex.
referred to as hypergamy, female
Yes,
hypergamy.
but when you have like the thing, it's not that like women who are now emancipated from sex stereotypes of the 20th century, Sex in the City and all that. They're not having sex with all the men. And I know this sounds
They're
like the
just trying to
incel thing,
have
but it's a
sex with the
simple truth.
same ideal
Yes,
man,
they're trying to have sex with the 8 out of 10 plus. They're
the
trying to have sex
alpha.
with all the most
Yes.
virulent alpha men. And all these alpha men are probably, to be honest, they're having a pretty good time because they can service
Yeah.
all these different women. What they can't do is they can't be in a stable, productive relationship with all of you. They pump you and dump you. If you're like a mid woman and you're doing this hypergamous thing. Before, society had contrived that people kind of essentially people paired off. They like, they I wouldn't say Luke's matched, but they matched off with people, in their bracket or whatever,
But
however you
that's
want to
not
measure
even
it.
true because when you look at your
Well,
ancestors, most of them are female, correct?
What do you mean by most of my ancestors are female?
Most of your
You
ancestors.
mean fewer? Right, I see. There's fewer men having sex with more. Well, true, but that's just because, yeah, like what we said, like one man can get many women pregnant.
But it's not about.
Yeah. And that's
No,
the irony of the sexual revolution, right? In terms of
It's freed
we've been
these
able
men.
to innovate birth control, right? So it gives women the quote unquote empowerment or ability rather to be able to have sex without consequences or to mitigate the consequences naturally of what happens after
It's not just
unprotected
the
sex.
women,
No,
bro.
no, no,
It
but
is
think
not
about it.
just the
But what it's
women.
resulted in is more in
You
the
okay? When
the
you think of birth
You're not
control,
objectification
what do
buying
you
into it.
of
think
women.
of? When you think
What
of
it's
birth
hold
control, what
on,
do you think
but
of,
Kaya, it's
Abysmal?
resulted
Abysmal, answer the
in the
question.
objectification of
Don't
women.
dilly dally.
No,
Answer the
let him finish.
question.
You're
When you think of
interrupting his
birth
answer to your
control, what
previous
do you
question.
think of, Abysmal? What do you think of?
See,
Kohanya,
this woman, she's
calm
talking
down.
like a little
Kohanya,
girl.
calm down.
You're
Nie jestem
arguing
twoje
with a
kochanie, na co
child.
ty mówisz?
You're like
Calm
arguing
Wiesz, co
with
to
a
znaczy
child.
kochanie?
Yeah,
Can't
that's
you
why
just
I
be
was
civil?
very
there,
specific when I was asked what do I look for in a woman. I gave you 3 criterion that I look.
Yeah.
They have
No,
to
no, no.
know
Abysmal, listen. No,
what
that.
they want. And you
Mhm.
still haven't asked for any clarification on that. Second, they have to have a purpose of their own, which you still haven't asked any clarification
The
of
reason
that.
why I didn't ask for
And they also
clarification is
have
because
to
I
be
thought that was a very good
financially
answer, and
literate.
I actually
And
appreciate that
interestingly
answer.
enough,
But
the
I guess what you failed to
only
remember
point
is
of
that
any
I
of those 3
said,
criterion that you
okay,
even have a modicum of interest in is the third one. Interestingly enough,
no,
What was the third one? What was the third one?
no,
they have what I'm looking for, the third point is they have to be somewhat financially literate. So they're more
That was a
interested in
that was a
what
problem for her.
no, it
not
wasn't.
necessarily.
That was
What
the
he's
problem.
failing to remember is that I said that those 3 things could be also my 3 for men too. It doesn't differentiate between gender, and that's what I was confused in because you created this.
He's not gay. Fourth point.
Okay,
It
but
should
like,
not be a
You
man.
created this. You
yeah,
have
but,
this
like, to be
worldview
honest,
that men and women
here,
have these biological differences, which I agree in, but there's some misconceptions there. I was looking for an answer that was maybe red pill-esque that only women can cater
So
towards.
do you want my take, Kaya? Here's my conclusion.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Modern women, unlike the past, are unable to relate to the challenges and experiences of the modern man. And that's why modern man no longer wants to choose you. Simple
No,
as
that's
that.
not even
Ooh.
true in the first place.
beautifully
What
Because
the?
stated.
Okay, now you're just being disrespectful.
There she goes.
The
Proves
whole
his point. Oh my
conversation,
god, there it is.
The
this whole
reality
conversation,
is the majority
hold
of
on.
women
that's
are
not
not
the
marriage
reality.
material.
That's your
The
opinion.
Yeah,
Damn.
Your
majority
Okay.
of
opinion is
women.
that
reality.
part
That's
is
not
true.
the
But
reality.
when you look at the relationship between men and women in the first place, for example, when Germany or France rather, when Germany took over France in some kind of
He's gonna bring up the
revolution,
Jews, guys.
Please do it,
they
Phil.
My
the,
bad.
what
Sorry,
Yeah,
happened
continue.
immediately? What
Well,
happened
you got mad at
immediately?
him for insulting you, and then just immediately ad hom him before he's even done talking. Like, what the fuck?
That wasn't me. Why are people
She's a
like?
woman.
There's 2 girls,
That
guys.
was
There's
I
2
was
girls.
I was talking to him.
Oh, sorry.
The
All girls
initial
look the same to me.
conversation. Okay, sure.
See,
You
I
don't
mean,
you're
yeah,
have a
you're like
girlfriend.
you literally
Probably
look like an
don't.
average white man in
you're
America too.
immediately
So
missed.
you look
Hey,
like the
one of us
same
is
way.
married.
Anyway,
I'm just. Only between the two of us, only one of us
Yeah,
is
I'm
married.
18
I'm
years
just saying.
old. I'm 18 years old. So, haha, funny point. Ha ha ha, so funny.
the whole conversation was about children going to schools and not being socially inept, and then Abysmal started talking about the sexual market of children. We're
Well,
talking
you
about
asked me
children
an
What?
annoying
going to
question of what he
school,
wants to do.
The
and you
sexual
fucking bring
market of
up the
children,
sexual
dude.
market.
That's not what he was
Yes,
talking
you're
about.
Listen,
He was talking
listen,
This
listen.
is
Can
yes,
we
annoying.
I
just,
was.
can we
If you
just
were
like,
listening,
I just hope
I was
everyone
talking
is like
about going
learning
to.
what it's
I
like
was
to discuss
talking about
this sort
kids
of thing
going
with
to
a
public
woman,
school,
a young
and you
woman at
changed
that, an
the
18-year-old.
conversation. Oh my gosh,
Uh,
change the
yeah.
conversation when we're talking about children.
Yeah. First of all, it's Bismo's call. If he wants to talk about whatever he wants to talk about, then he can talk about whatever he wants to talk about.
Okay, well,
And
he
second thing,
switched the
if you don't,
conversation.
and second thing, if you don't like it, get out.
Not
I
on
mean,
Wait,
topic.
Bubba, do you like
there's.
trains? Bubba, do you
Seriously,
like
get him something
trains?
else there.
I like Thomas the Train Engine. Yes, he's a very
Okay,
cute
Oh,
well,
train.
stay
thank
on
you.
topic.
Thank you.
It's not like unreasonable to ask a person to stay on topic. Like, how do you go from talking about children and then you talk about sexual market? I was
You
literally
see,
talking
sex
earlier
is
this
how you make
Because we're
children.
whilst
talking
I
about
was talking.
Well,
socialization
well, yeah, and
post
also because
college and
having
during
sex is how
college.
you get children. So you have to find a sexual partner
You
before you
guys
can have a
turn the
child.
conversation into about like You know,
Yes,
like
because you
men and
asked him about
women.
what he wants in a woman. You made it a
Exactly.
fucking
No,
I
narcissistic,
did.
not me.
Can
That
we
was
woman-centered
Kaya.
can we
question, as
please
usual.
we
And
aren't
then
like
you
fucking
took apart his
conjoined
answer
twins.
as
There
if
are
he was
two women
talking
in the call.
university, not
Please
about
be
his own
respectful
preferences.
and
It's so
differentiate
typical.
us. Please be respectful and acknowledge that there's two women in the
Well,
call.
then
In our
be
Okay?
defense, you guys do sound
different.
really
Be
similar.
differentiable then.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't. What?
At all.
We don't
They
sound
do.
sound
They totally
exactly
did.
the
I
same.
thought that there was
No,
only
they
one
sound
woman in the call. I
exactly
really
the
did.
same.
No, they
I would
fucking
really
Sound the same when you
appreciate
say
if you
that
They really
guys
do.
differentiate us because
have, like,
this is
own
very honestly this is very disrespectful. I've been here for 20
What?
minutes. She's been here for longer.
I just got here
We
5 minutes
should
ago. Y'all both sound the same to me.
yo, and you have fucking
Yeah, and
eyes and
I'm not.
ears.
I'm looking at my
Jesus.
You guys,
Like, this is
for the
stop gaslighting. Yeah,
for the
both
record,
of
you
you
guys
need
are
to
over
stop
here.
gaslighting.
For the record,
Did
you guys
not
are
say
over
the
here.
word.
I'm not looking at this monitor. I'm doing stuff on this monitor.
Yeah,
So
well,
I'm not
how?
looking at you actually.
Hold on.
well,
How
can you
would
have
that
some
even make any
decency
sense? Is
and
the
wait
point?
until you actually understand the conversation before you interject?
I
As
was
a
listening to the
adult
conversation.
male? Okay, not long enough. You just came in here 5 minutes and you're already saying something. Please have respect for
Yo,
everybody else in the
stop the
call.
side quest stuff.
Watch your mouth,
Yeah.
What side quest? What are you talking
You're on a
about?
side quest
Them
because
Phil
you
and
can't
Kai
win
sound
the
I'm not
exactly
on
the
a
same.
side quest.
Fucking
Explain
hurry,
to me
hold
what
on.
the side
Let me
quest
say
is.
this. Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
asking for people to have some respect for people in the call that are trying to have a conversation and they're interjecting.
But I don't believe you have
Women are
personhood.
the Jews of human
Can
gender.
we not
Oh
disrespect
my
Jews
women
are
just
the
because they're
Jews.
women? Like, Lord, I thought we're past this, guys. Let's lock in.
You move. You move.
Yeah,
Tego.
women are the
It's
Jews of gender. I like that. Yeah.
Not say the Lord's name in
co
vain.
It's more,
nie,
more the
o,
case that
przepraszam, guys.
Jewish people have a feminine bent to their kind of being, though, and it's the other way around. In other words, like Jews
Oh my
are the
goodness,
women.
are we talking about
and-
Julius Evola?
Well, it's just like his, It's, I mean, Judaism is it's matrilineal as well, isn't it? It's much to think about.
Oh, these people worship the moon. Even their calendar is based upon the menstrual cycle.
Jesus.
I have a
Disgusting.
question for the room.
What's
What's
the
up?
question?
How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast yesterday?
I didn't.
Well, we didn't have breakfast yesterday.
I probably would be quite sad. I like my morning
All right,
oatmeal.
cool. That answers my question. That's a great one. Thank
I
you.
would probably not notice, and I would get hungry by 2 p.m. and realize.
Yeah,
Okay,
Plasma
Hypo,
has
you're
that.
unblocked. You're unblocked.
Yeah. So first
We're
of
gonna
all,
test that
hypotheticals
first.
doesn't make any sense. I understand that you're using the Andrew Wilson hypothetical,
Is that your favorite emote?
but the hypothetical doesn't make any sense.
What did you say, Eon Servo?
Is that your favorite emoji?
Are you saying that you
What?
deny the idea
you
of like
reacted, is that
believing
your
in alternate
favorite
realities where
emoji?
something different
What
happened?
did you say?
The hypothetical presupposes that the alternative reality exists.
Retard.
Take this
I was thinking
conversation
about
to
this.
side chat, guys.
Oh,
Stop
yeah, but it's an
interrupting the
interesting
combo.
Here's an
Yeah, don't
interesting one.
interrupt.
I thought about this recently, actually, and it was I was watching. Do you know who Jonathan Pageau is? I mean, this is
No.
Ask
Yeah,
the Catholic.
he's pretty base.
So yeah, he's very
Sounds
interesting. I mean,
good.
he's bringing me around to the whole symbolic worldview as opposed to the kind of reductionist one. But he was talking with he did a talk with Cosmic Skeptic. What's his name again? You know the forgot his name
Alex
from
Alex O'Connor.
Alex O'Connor, yeah.
Yeah, he was talking to Alex O'Connor, and Alex O'Connor keeps asking him like, okay, but what if Eve didn't listen to the serpent? And he's like getting all bent out of shape, explaining that, well, it's like the cosmos we live in is one that is best described by that story in which that this is the case. We are in a fallen world. So he doesn't know what it means to be in a non-fallen world. It was just making me chuckle because it reminds me of the breakfast question, but it makes it kind of profound.
Yeah,
You
I have
asked
a
it, right?
question.
So-
I have a
Wait,
quick
which
question.
one of them was getting bent out of shape? It was Alex getting bent out of shape because he was.
no, I mean, I suppose
That's a
both of them
perfectly
they're not
reasonable
really bent out of shape.
response.
It's just
I have a
That's
quick
fine.
question.
Nothing
Sorry,
wrong with
I
that
can't hear.
question.
There's 3 people talking. I can't
Am
hear.
I
Are you
able
an
to
alien?
ask a question?
No,
Go
you're
ahead,
not.
Kai.
So
Go ahead,
don't
Kai.
speak.
Yeah, I
well,
have a
I asked
question.
Plasma.
Why?
I asked Plasma a question. I didn't hear his full response.
Yeah, but both of
These
you
women,
are
they
atheists,
hate
so
me,
it
bro.
doesn't matter.
They don't want me to
Yeah,
speak. They're
I
trying
have
to
a quick
silence me.
question. Why is
Kaya, can you be respectful to the people in the room
Yeah,
and let
can you
Plasma?
shut
you
up?
guys are
Hold on,
talking
you're an
about
atheist.
cereal. You guys are talking
You
about
guys
cereal.
are
We're talking
atheists.
about we're literally talking about a debate between Cliff Mitchell and Alex O'Connor, a Christian
Okay,
and a
you
atheist.
can make your own channel about
What
that.
does
Okay,
that have to do? What does that have to do with Catholicism?
you can make your own channel about
The
that.
double
Okay.
standard is crazy.
I know,
Yeah,
man.
no,
The
I was kind of
gaslighting.
double standard.
Ladies,
I
And
ladies,
the
stop
actually-
the
I
gaslighting.
I actually find it
You're
quite
gaslighting,
hypocritical and
actually.
Why do you
ironic.
think, Kaya? Why do you think it's okay to jump disabled kids?
This
No,
is
I
why
don't
St.
I think
Paul
it's
said that
honestly
women shouldn't
hypocritical
speak.
and ironic that when Femcel is literally asking for respect in the room, you guys say it's a side
No, no,
quest.
no, no,
But
no,
when
no, no.
someone brings up
Maybe,
cereal
yo,
and
yo, 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 yo,
breakfast,
yo, yo,
Need a
yo.
that's
lot
not
of
a side quest.
We're not
Maybe
talking
the
about
flow of the
cereal and
toiling in
breakfast.
the
conversation
long
doesn't want to
bars.
engage your questions anymore. If you don't feel like nobody wants to engage your question, that's a you
No,
problem.
she
That's
was
not
just
us
saying.
Boom.
No, she was
Boom.
just saying.
No,
Can we
you
just be
called it a
respectful
side
basis
quest
on
of
gender?
Bismo of me asking for respect in the
I'm
room.
gonna get a
But when
drink,
Respect.
Bubba
man.
did
No,
it,
Give
it
me
has
no
nothing to
respect,
do
one
with
said
man.
respect. You
shit.
talking about the
No
meta
one
level.
said
The
shit.
you talking about meta of the conversation is the side quest. You're still not on
Okay,
topic.
Bubba
No,
did
she
the
was just
same
asking
thing,
for
right?
You're just
respect,
getting in
bro. Like,
fights with people.
Why didn't you
You're
call
just
them out? Why
bantering
didn't
at
you
this
call them
point.
out?
no,
Yeah,
Bismo. There's been multiple
So
times in this
hypocritical.
call. There's been multiple times in the call where someone has just jumped in and said like, "Shut the fuck up, women."
okay, so
Sorry
how
for
about this? Okay,
cursing.
if you guys want to be included in the
Those
conversation, do
people
you
are
have any
heroes.
opinions on Jonathan Pajow and his conversation with Alex O'Connor? What do you
How
think?
was this?
What do you think about the
Relevant to
story of
the?
Adam and Eve?
How is this
How
relevant
is
to the
this relevant to
conversation
my
we're having?
grievances? How is this relevant to my grievances?
How
You
how does
rightfully
this
Women are
have
assume
unable.
this.
anything
Women
to do
are
with
unable to
Catholic
not relate any
doctrine?
topic back to
Oh, hold
themselves.
on.
So
How
they
does
do
this?
it
How is
naturally.
this relevant to the Catholic doctrine?
Oh.
You the Jonathan Pageau one or the women wanting to ask the question one?
The
Jonathan
Jonathan.
Pageau one. Because it's directly discussing like the metaphysics of
And
how
what
you interpret. Like,
ecclesiastical authority does he have?
I'm sorry, what?
What ecclesiastical authority does he have?
Okay, so if you're going to appeal to ecclesiastical authority
Yeah, let's not appeal to
and you know
authority.
the catechism or whatever, then we might as well not have any discussions about religion or theology, I guess. Because
So hold on. In the interest of trying to include some of these women, let's ask Kaya and Femcel. What would your response be if Alex O'Connor asked you what would happen if Eve didn't talk to the serpent?
What does that
What do you
mean?
guys think
You
about
know
that?
what,
Wasn't
Abysmal?
that the
I think
question?
this is really bad faith of you, honestly.
Bubba, was that the
I find it,
question that
I
Alex
find it
O'Connor?
kind of
Yeah, it
disrespectful,
was.
I feel
honestly.
as though
So what do you
you are
guys think the
I
implications?
actually take
Hold
think
on,
that's
Kaya,
really
Kaya.
disrespectful, Abysmal. I'm
Kaya,
gonna
let's
as
stop the
though.
locally
meta
mute
level
you for the
stuff.
time.
No
I'm
more
gonna
meta level
locally mute
stuff.
you
We're
for the time
trying to
being, so
do
I'm
the
able to get my point
conversation.
out.
He
When
can server mute you. You
when
hope you know that.
someone asks for respect of the room on the
Kaya.
basis of
Hey,
gender
Abysmo,
because
just
we were getting disrespected,
yeah, Abysmo,
we were
just
saying
Respect me
that
on
it
the
was
basis of my
side
gender.
quest. This was a side
So,
quest, right? But
Kaya,
when someone brings up a random debate against two
Kaya,
men
we're
who no
trying
one
to
gives a
include you
fuck
in the
about, this
conversation.
is not a
We are
side
going
quest.
to
Kaya,
handmaid's
I think
tale every woman
this
in
is
very, very much
heaven.
shocking,
about Cliff and
honestly.
Alex. I care very, very much about Cliff and Alex. Alex is a big influence of why
This
Why?
moved forward
Why
in
do you
Christianity.
care? They have nothing to do with Catholic theology whatsoever.
Yeah,
because they're
that's not
talking
a
about the
side
story of Adam and
Cliff,
quest.
Eve.
That's not a side
So,
quest according to Bismo, because he fucking caters to fucking sausages
Abysmo, we
in
should
this
just
fucking call. That's bad.
Can you stop
Like
Listen,
catering
honestly,
to
you
sausages?
do.
I just want it to be
You're
known.
a
See, this
married
is what
man and
happens
you cater to sausages.
step on the toes of these lovely young ladies. They just go. They see
I had a
uncontrollable.
so
They
really
can't
good night
stand
at
it.
the casino last
yeah.
night. I
Your
had a really
Plasma,
good
we
night,
understand that
man.
you're
More than
gay
women,
and
brother.
that your
More than
faith
women.
isn't going to acknowledge
Yeah,
that
see,
you're
they
gay
call
and you
you
can't
gay.
pursue
They
your
call
gay
you gay
ideals because of your faith.
if
I
you're not like
understand that,
deferring to
okay?
them.
I
They just call you
understand that.
gay. Oh, you
I
must be
understand.
gay.
Kaya,
I'm
calm down.
hearing
Just
you
like
like
he's
gay.
not
Well,
gay.
on
Kyle,
this
Kyle,
pedal,
chill. Hey, Kyle,
He's not
chill.
gay. He's not gay. Calm down.
Bratty as fuck.
So I have
Kyle,
nothing.
be nice.
Has nothing to do with the understanding of Catholic theology.
But that's not what's setting people off right now, whether it's Catholic theology or not. People are aggrieved because the conversation moved to something
Yeah, but
else
wait,
and they didn't want
Bishop,
that.
where in the magisterium does it talk about this?
all right, so
Age
I haven't
30.
had a chance to watch that conversation between Jonathan Pageau and Alex
None
O'Connor.
of them are ordained
But
bishops. So who
Kaya,
cares?
Then, bro, I don't care. If you
Hello, Abysmal.
if
What's
you
up,
would only
Abysmal?
listen to an
Yeah, nobody
ordained
gives a
bishop,
fluff.
why are you debating anything? Oh, then it would
Yo,
just
why
be
don't you
I
have a
go and
furry
cite
tail?
ordained bishops,
Ridiculous.
you cite
If I am
ordained bishops, and
making
we
a
have like
point,
a
if
proxy
I am
battle.
making a point from Catholic
We have
theology,
a battle with stands, basically. You know, like we're calling different stands, like in JoJo. You know, and they're like different saints or bishops or whatever.
Wait,
You
can
know,
we
and
mute him? JoJo reference. That was disgusting. All right. Anyways, Abysmal, what's up?
yeah, so Kaya, what's your thought? Okay, so if you're asked, right, if the question
Okay.
is what are the implications of the Genesis story, if Eve never talked to the serpent? What's your take?
formal heresy.
We wouldn't exist.
It's a formal heresy.
So it kind of gets difficult because I've read the Bible in Polish, so I don't know if the translations are accurate or the same.
No,
I'll
I
help
mean,
I don't
you
know how to
out.
answer.
yeah,
I'll
but we're
help
not
you out.
asking like a textual question. We're talking about like a narrative question, right?
Right. I think there's some context that I'm missing as well. So I think it's kind of like bad faith if I were to give you like an answer because it's not fully thought out and concise, and I'm not able to expand on it. Right. I don't think I'm
Oh,
able to
niggas with
answer
a
the question.
communications degree be dodging questions.
So, yo, hold on, stop.
Bro,
All right, okay. So, anyways, what happened next, Bubba?
Hmm?
What happened next
What happened next?
in the conversation between Alex O'Connor and
I was
sorry,
at.
Jonathan Patrick?
I didn't watch. I didn't watch the podcast between Alex and Cliff. I was asking originally Plasma when
It's not
Alex.
Cliff, it was Pajo. He's an Orthodox icon carver, and he does like polemics basically.
Yeah, yeah. What I originally, for the record, I can recall the entire reason why the call exploded was because Kaya wanted to ask a question, but I was in the middle of asking a question to Plasma, and then as Plasma was answering, Kaya tried to jump in and be like, "Hello, I'm a woman. Does my opinion?" Or like
can you
whatever.
go circle jerk and create your own VC?
See that
You know
exactly.
what? Listen. We would love to do that. I would ban you immediately, and we would all circle
I would
jerk in
never
our
join
debates
your
all
call,
day. It would be
Plasma.
wonderful.
Kaya, go
Plasma, you
circle
follow
scissor in
me
your own
around.
call.
You're
You guys can
disgusting.
go and, like, you guys can go like muff dive and scissor in your own call. Or something.
Plasma,
Okay,
Plasma, you know what's funny?
No,
When you join my call, you're automatically banned, you femboy. You're annoying as fuck.
I'm just
Not
saying.
What is the
like,
ecclesiastical
I'm a big
authority of
one, and
either
I
of
think I
these
could
people?
throw you like.
Oh,
I could throw you
hey!
10 feet
What is the
back.
ecclesiastical authority
Actually, though,
of either of these people?
Can you stop
I'm
trolling?
just at the casino last night. Made good money.
That's a sin. Do not
Yeah.
gamble.
And I kind of have a problem. I'm going to therapy for it.
That's fire.
That's
I'm happy you're seeking help.
therapy is also a sin.
All
What are
right,
you
so
doing?
then Plasma, what happened? What happened
I'm gonna
next?
get it in a minute. I swear to
in
God.
they just couldn't
so
resolve
Jonathan
because, like,
Pacha was just getting frustrated with Alex
well,
O'Connor's
I'm
level
not. I
of,
wasn't like he wasn't seizing or anything. It's just that they were unable to bridge the gap because Jonathan Pajo thinks that it's a kind of it's almost like it's an illegal question to ask. What would happen if Eve didn't do that? Because it's not some like arbitrary contingent. It depends how you view history and events, right? Like the event in the garden is not just some event like any other. Like you had toast this morning. It's like
Why are we taking Plasma seriously? Why are
it's
we
a
doing this?
condensation.
Because I've spoken to him before and he's intelligent.
No, he said women are usually children. So by your
Said that in the
logic,
side
men are
chat.
pedophiles.
He said that in the
By
side
your logic, men
chat.
are pedophiles. You
He
freak
said
ball.
that in the side chat to degrade you because you're an asshole.
What does this have to do with
By your
You're acting like a
logic.
bunghole.
Bro, how is
behaving
Kaya being
like
an
you
asshole?
engage in debate like a child.
No, Plasma, you're a pedophile. You just admitted to being a pedo by your
Boom,
logic.
bro, clip that, clip that, clip that, clip that, clip that, clip that.
My point. That you're a
Yeah,
child.
you
Clip that.
can't make
Who's clipping?
accusations like that.
Hypothetically, if we're going down
Restrain
the
yourselves.
logic, right? Hypothetically, you'll be a pedophile. Hypothetically.
Okay,
According to your own
you
logic.
need to get off the PDF stuff, or else we're gonna put you guys in timeout. Stop. I know. Don't try to rationalize it. I'm just saying you need to shift you need to shift the topic.
Okay, then you need to tell
It's
him to
TOS.
shift his
It's
logic
TOS.
because his logic is flawed.
Okay, fair. But now we're off.
You're if you didn't act like a child. To be fair.
Whoa, Grizzly just attacked you.
Yeah.
Sexually.
So again, which bishop is saying this in the church? Which bishop?
Right.
Anyone here?
Sexual guerrilla warfare.
Which bishop? Which bishop?
But anyway, so Jonathan Pajo is basically it's like to ask what does it mean for Eve to not have eaten the fruit? Well, that didn't happen. It's not like just some arbitrary contingency. That would mean that the world and like the metaphysics that we exist in would be completely different. So it's not like a valid question. It's just meaningless. But it made me chuckle because it kind of sounds like what if I didn't eat breakfast yesterday and not being able to answer that? And then it's kind of the same thing, but it's the difference in the type of event.
Because the
Yeah,
same
but
thing.
Hey,
buddy, when we analyze,
superficially, it's the same thing. It's superficially the
when
same
we
thing, but it
analyze
isn't
that,
the same thing because the event
buddy,
of whether you had breakfast
when we
yesterday
analyze
or
the hypothetical,
whether
shut
or
up.
not.
Hey,
Oh,
when
but
we
listen,
analyze the
Fight,
hypothetical,
you're boring. You're dumb. You just want
Let him analyze the hypothetical.
So fight. Are you trying to formulate a claim that it is possible to question whether or not Eve, what would
no,
happen if
that's
Eve
exactly the point that I'm making.
Are you trying to lol
heresy, but
me?
he simply he He's not interrogating in his mind why that's heretical, that he's just copy-pasting from Catholic doctrine, which is fine, that works for most people, but I'm interested in trying to understand why that is a doctrine. You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
Yep.
Doctrine of Adam and Eve?
Yeah, why did it have to happen that way? What's the theological?
Well, because that's the world we live in. It's the story of Adam and Eve is explaining a gap. Like there's a gap.
The wages of
between
sin are what leads to death in the first place.
Yes.
Okay.
What is death then? Like, what do you think death is?
No longer living.
No, but okay, that's not helpful because living. Then what's living? What is living? I guess in that case.
Okay, so are you going to do sophistry or are you going to listen to the point?
No, I'm going to say that death is when the elements that make up a united being are no longer oriented towards the purpose and identity of that being and become their own thing again. So, like, when pieces of a china dish are no longer united and unified into the identity of that dish, when it's smashed on the floor, in other words, and it's dead. The being of the dish is now dead.
So now you're going to say that the ship of Theseus is died?
No, the ship of Theseus continues to live because it's somewhat arbitrary and doesn't matter what the pieces united into the identity are, so it continues to live. You are a ship of Theseus after all. You exist with totally different matter now than you did 20 years ago, yet you're still you. That's the whole point.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Medically, that's false. Medically.
It's every 7 years.
No,
it's every 7 years for the cells.
It's every 5 years.
Whatever. Okay.
Doesn't matter. The point still stands.
There wasn't total replacement. I think your bones are going to be the longest lived parts, right?
It's still good.
I think
The
that's
point
correct.
still stands. It's okay.
Yeah, but it's still about the fundamental ontology of what makes a human being.
Your soul, boys. I'll cut to the chase. It's your soul, not your body.
Yeah.
My body.
Your soul is like the blueprint that describes how stuff has to be arranged in order for it to be you, right? That's what your soul is. It's
Here,
like
I actually want to do it. Babe, I actually want to do it with my mic on. Hey, babe, am I really feminine? Am I really feminine?
No one cares. Like, shut the fuck
You,
up.
you do. You're in the side
God
chat calling me
damn,
feminine.
Bro. I never said you were feminine.
go ahead,
You're
Nate.
being
Am I
annoying.
feminine?
You're literally spreading propaganda about what happened in the fucking convo.
Am I
You're an
feminine,
idiot.
babe? Babe, am I feminine?
By diverting the text chat there, you bought us precious time to say something at least. So thank you. They were
Alright, she's right. She got me.
Still in here, man.
Don't yap. Do not yap.
Nigga, who asked you?
Yeah, nowadays, you got to be a brat tamer. Talk to some of these chicks.
Oh, it was I.
So that's
Someone
why,
help
that's
me,
why
I'm sick.
the Garden of Eden, like they mentioned in the video, like he says that the day you eat that fruit, you will die. Except if you read the text, well, they don't die. Adam lives to be like 900 and something. But it's because.
Are you serious?
Hold
he
on
dies
a second.
Actually, right?
Yeah, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, what's actually wrong with you? Just give me a second. Jesus, I'm explaining why.
Ironic.
Ironic.
Biologic men are pedophiles. Plasma. Ironic.
Okay.
No, I'm not a
You guys need
pedophile.
to
Like,
get off the
the
pedophile
thing is,
thing.
you are
This is the TOS
spiritually a
violation.
child. That doesn't make it a pedophile to find you attractive. If you're
No
not.
more. Hey, yo, I'm
You
serious,
are a
man.
child.
Spiritually a child? You're attracted to people who are spiritually
Ironic.
Tell us what the word ironic
You're a
means.
silly little girl. Don't know what to tell you. Sorry. If you don't act like one, you won't be. Not every woman
Again,
is, but most.
so what is the wages of sin?
Well, you have to remember that most women do not emotionally mature past 13, so you can't really expect them to be adults.
Hey, bro,
No,
you have
Alex.
a MLP
Alex,
profile.
you literally. No, Alex, we've had this discussion multiple times. You are a strained individual and you will never find a wife.
No, I'm normal. I actually do have a girlfriend. Her name is Jessica.
Well, that's not gonna be your wife. Sorry.
Then why do you add every woman in the server, bro?
Exactly. Why do you follow me, beautiful girl? Wait, why do you follow me around and say, how's my favorite girl then if you have a girlfriend?
Wait, Kaya, are you the only person in here that I'd like to talk to?
Wait, why do you join my calls and say, "Oh, how's my beautiful girl? How's my favorite girl in the world?"
I
then,
never
if you have
say
a
that.
girlfriend.
I never say
Oh,
that.
look in
I never
side
say
chat.
that.
Oh, look in side chat. Oh,
I
look
never
inside.
say that.
You're just gonna sit here and lie. Look inside chat, bro.
Oh shit, she's actually got receipts. Alex, she's actually got receipts, bro.
You literally follow
She's
me
got
around in
receipts,
my
bro.
calls.
Those are daily.
You follow me around.
Tell me where that says beautiful.
Oh, show you where? Show you
Joining
where,
your
guys.
calls and saying that is
Hop in
not
the
the
stream.
same as DMing you
Hop
that.
in the
So
stream,
that does
team.
not
Hop in the
evidence
stream.
your first claim. Where does that say beautiful?
Hop in the stream.
Alex, that's not the fucking point. She's got receipts.
are
You're
women
texting her
being
every day.
children,
Why?
though?
If you have a
Yeah, my
girlfriend, why you
favorite
texting?
girl
Why
is
you
different
texting
from
some
my
random
beautiful
girl in
favorite
Discord
girl.
if you got a girl?
Just at work, about to brush
Kaya
my
has a
teeth with
point.
my
Why
man,
are
start
you
debating
pointing
and
at
throw his
Building
phone.
a
You're just
rotation.
being biased because she's a woman. What?
I just got into a
You
relationship 2
literally
days ago.
infantilize me and then try to
And you're
sexually
responding,
pursue
and
me.
guess what? You're
You're
responding.
weird.
She's not,
You're
bro.
weird. You're
And you're
weird.
responding, and you're responding.
Alex,
So I
here,
guess
Alex. I want to say this. I've been like pissed off with Kaya and the other girl like the entire call, but she's completely. If she's responding by telling you to fuck off, that is not her responding. You're like just fuck
she's
off.
literally,
strange,
she's
bro.
literally encouraging it. She's encouraging it. She likes
Yeah,
the
I'm
attention.
encouraging. By
Don't
banning you from
encourage
my
it.
calls,
Don't
that's
encourage it.
encouraging.
Don't
By
encourage
ignoring
it.
your
I got into a
DMs and then
relationship
telling
Don't
her,
encourage
she's responding by
Don't encourage her.
telling you to not follow
Don't
her
encourage
around
her.
in calls and not replying
Yeah,
to you in
does she
DMs.
know
How the
that
Don't
there's
fuck
a
is that
block
encouraging
button?
it?
Does she
Don't
know that
encourage
there's
it.
a block button?
Don't block
Yeah.
people.
Why do you
There's
think
also
that
the.
people
Do you
have
know
to
that
block?
there's
No,
Alex?
Alex,
Do you know
why are
that
you saying
Alex?
that people have to block?
Don't block
Do you
You
know
have
that?
a girlfriend. Why do I need to block
I
you?
just got a
You have
Also,
a
girlfriend 2
Alex,
days
do you
ago.
not
girlfriend.
know? Alex,
I
do you not
just
know
got
that
a
there's
girlfriend 2
a
days
Victim
ago.
get
blaming
the
is
hint
insane.
button?
Don't block
Wait, do you know
people.
that that's why they make the block button for, right? It's for guys
Wait,
like me.
You
Alex,
know
you have
that's
a
why they
girlfriend.
get the hint
So
Why
then
button,
why
do I
are
need
you
to
right?
that
block
guy?
you?
Why are you a guy that needs to be blocked and you're okay with that?
Don't
Also, I
block
just got a
people.
girlfriend 2 days ago,
Don't
okay,
block
so it doesn't
people.
really count.
Yeah.
So
I have a
What?
wife. Do you see me?
It was
What?
probably some girl he
What?
added on here.
No.
Hold on. Let's unpack this. So your girlfriend just you suddenly met your girlfriend 2 days ago?
That's correct.
How can that
That is
You're
not
even
dating a
possibly
girl
appropriate,
be
you've
true?
known
bro.
for 2 days.
That is not as
Do you see
No, I
what
used to
we're
know
not
her in the
talking about?
past.
Because there are
I
women
went
in
to
the
high
chat.
school with her.
What's
I went to
happening?
high school with her.
No.
I went
That's a
to
good
high
point,
school
actually.
with her. I went to high school with her.
I feel bad.
Did she go to another
No.
school?
Nobody
Is she
treats
in
women better.
Canada?
Listen, nobody treats
Does
women
her
better
dad
than I
work
do,
at
okay?
Nintendo?
Nobody
Who's her
treats women
dad?
better than I do. No one.
Alex,
No
Alex,
one
you did
no one treats
abracadabra
women
and
better
a
than
woman
I
appeared
do, and the
before you.
reason I criticize women so
Okay,
much is
Trump, that's
because
great
it's
now,
like
but dude, stop.
Like stop.
Abracadabra.
No,
No,
you met
stop.
your girlfriend
Like
2 days ago.
women in here
You
are
met your
ruining
girlfriend
this
2 days
mood
ago.
as
Lord.
usual.
And
Bro.
as soon as they leave, all the simps will
Anyways,
fly
I
out of here.
apologize for derailing the
Look how
conversation,
easily all
Abysmal.
these
I
guys
acknowledge
that
that I
got
derailed the
getting
conversation. I
pranked by them
apologize.
have been
Would
deflecting
would we
off
like
the
to retake the path on a very Catholic basis? Would we want to re-adjourn?
Catholic. Catholic.
ESL, bro.
Catholic and Catholic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
These bitches can't even read. I swear to God, man. They're dumb as doornails.
Hey, do not say the Lord's name in vain, Jew.
Why do you sound like the stoic AIs on YouTube?
Fucking Grizzly.
I'll just say the truth, man. These bitches
Your
Grizzly, it's fine. It's just
your emphasis can be on a
Grizzly. I don't have a
different
problem
syllable,
with your
doesn't
take.
matter.
It's just funny.
It is what it is. Being slutty little cunts, these bitches, man.
It's just like
I
every
think
5
it's crazy you guys are critiquing these people for their gender instead of what they're actually doing. That's all you've been doing this entire time.
I just defended both of them. Who the fuck are you?
No, not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about everybody else on this call.
No, it would not be their
Like
gender. It would be their
Plasma and
sex.
Grizzly, bro.
It would be their sex,
we've
not
been
their
criticizing
gender.
you because you act this way. I was silent until these women started being women, and as soon as that
No,
happened,
you
it's like,
weren't
no,
silent. You weren't silent. You've been fucking pushing my buns in the side chat like a good little dog.
Stop pushing my buns.
No, shut
Stop
the fuck
pushing
up,
my
Plasma.
buns.
No, Plasma. You've literally been dogging on me this whole time in the side chat.
Stop spanking
You
my
have
buns in the side chat.
literally been dogging on
can't,
me
like, you
in the
just
side
can't.
chat.
I've not been in the side chat at all. That was Bubba, wasn't it? Oh no,
I
yeah. I haven't been in
yo,
the starter
Lord.
like this.
People are so
Wait, so
dirty.
you're lacking
Yeah,
accountability? You
movies.
just tried to
Yeah,
lack
movies suck.
accountability just now?
Everyone should read.
Sorry.
I just reposted. Everyone
Okay.
should read that. Everyone should read that and internalize it. Really
Listen,
think about
okay,
it.
so you're delusional now. So you're forgetting that you literally were in a
Donald
side
Trump
chat
is
No,
Hitler.
I'm not
barking at
delusional.
me.
I've observed
No,
you
he's trying
behave
to lack
for researchers
accountability
for the
right now,
last
so he's
hour.
acting like a
Just
child.
Donald
any
No,
Trump
little
is
exactly.
detail.
But we're
I
chill.
would
No,
have
no, no.
voted
By
for
by
her.
your first premise, you're a woman. By your first premise, by the way.
No, not at all. By my first premise, I'm trying to have a salient conversation with people, and when you shut the fuck
No,
up
by
for
your
30
first premise,
seconds,
you're a
you
woman.
managed to.
And by your
And
second
Bubba,
premise, men are pedophiles.
no, when
Sorry,
Bubba
sorry.
drew you into the
Sorry.
side chat because he insulted you and you
I
went
wouldn't want to
seething
be a
into there, we
man.
actually managed to discuss something for about 60 seconds, and then when you came back, it was back to usual,
What?
which is
Okay,
that you
Plasma. I have a question. What is spiritually attractive about a woman with like a spiritual child
Very
whatever
little.
you were
Very
talking about.
little.
What is attracted about children spiritually? Because that's what you
Very
said.
little. No, I didn't. I said that you were that. I didn't say it was attractive. It's certainly not, and it's a modern thing more
So then why do men marry women with this child spirituality?
because they want to fuck you regardless, and so they put up with a certain amount of bullshit in order to do it.
Fuck up, man.
This is always this red pill bullshit.
But that's
Yeah.
true. Like
This
that's
is
true.
so.
Like if you
Imagine
don't
thinking like
have
this. Like you know what, Plasma? I
You're
apologize.
crazy.
No, Plasma.
Imagine being like you are
Plasma. I
and
actually apologize because your mindset is very broken, and I really
I
think you're gonna
you know
have a
I don't
hard
know why
time
you end
looking
up
for a
looking at it like
partner.
that,
Okay,
Kaya.
I
Like I
actually
mean, I thought you
no,
might
Dude, he
appreciate
thinks that
right what it
anybody
actually
that
takes.
disagrees with him is childish.
I don't.
mean,
I don't think anyone. I can't disagree or
Is
agree
it?
with anyone
Am I
because
wrong
there's
for
no
being
actual
sympathetic towards
conversation
a
happening
broken
in here.
man? Like
Because
there's
No,
what you're doing
there's
you're not
obvious
No,
worried
he's
about that.
obviously
Jeez.
unguided.
You're a witch,
Gaslighting.
you
Look,
fucking
look,
bitch. You're a
okay,
witch.
okay.
The
Hold on. Let me,
You're
gaslighting.
screaming you're a witch.
Hey,
You would be I'm a witch, bro.
calm down, calm down, calm
Crashing
down.
out right
Okay,
now.
hold on. Why don't we
So I
let
will
one of the
say
women
that
debate
there's,
like a
hey,
Catholic theologian?
hey, nerd. There are certain descriptors of the red pill that are valid, but we have to prescribe the world that we want to live in,
Exactly.
and that would be based upon Catholicism.
Oh God.
Thank you.
Okay.
So when you just say,
Catholicism.
"Oh, have sex with a bunch of women," no,
You don't agree with that,
you
Grizzly?
actually don't have to do that.
No, I do not, Scottish man.
What do
Yeah,
you think we should do
Plasma. I
instead?
just want to apologize, bro. I just want
No,
to
you
apologize.
don't. Shut the fuck
Don't be
up.
nice.
No, I'm
Don't be
actually, I'm
nice to the
actually,
moon. Warfare.
I'm actually
You don't.
heavily
I
sympathetic towards you
actually,
because
She's
I can
taking
see.
accountability.
I don't
Yeah, I
believe you.
actually
I
want
don't
to
believe you.
apologize.
If you were
Okay,
sincere, I
then
would
don't
listen.
believe me. Then don't believe me, I guess. Don't believe me.
Correct. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Someone
Sexual
say
guerrilla
something.
warfare of absolute
Someone
enmity.
have like an actual debate about something. Please let it not focus on any
Two
one
bitches in
individual.
here and a bunch of
Guerrilla
simps in
warfare
here.
in the
Have a
United
debate
States.
like about the thing that the room's about.
Dude,
No,
the
so
two
when you
Scottish
generalize
bitches in here.
all women, that's
And a
okay.
bunch
But
of
when I start
Oh my
generalizing all
gosh.
men, it's not okay. All
That's
right, that's
not.
Well,
understood.
I
just
don't
because
ever
you
No,
know
think that
taken.
bitches.
No, Plasma, no
They're all
taken. Thank
hypocrites
you.
there.
Yeah, no, it's literally hypocrisy, bro. Literally.
No, it isn't.
I'm
The
confused. I'm
day of the
confused. What does
drag
wait?
Because
many
when
women
we
will be
generalize men, it's
rags
not
and
okay.
No,
bones.
but the
But when
argument from
Plasma generalizes women, it's okay.
no,
You're
no, it
repeating
would be
yourself. You
Rags
said that
okay,
already,
again,
Kaya.
it's a
based on reality.
fallacy. It's a fallacy. Okay.
But what does
I
Plasma
love how these
believe?
women are so
Yeah.
sure of
So, for
themselves,
example, if I were to
but they
say
don't
don't
have the
smoke, but I
capacity
smoke
for
myself,
violence.
that's not an argument against not smoking, right?
Say that again.
So if I smoke a cigarette, right, and I say it's bad to smoke, there's no argument from hypocrisy, right? It's still bad to smoke.
Yeah, I
Grizzly,
apologize.
are
I
you
didn't
doing your mic
mean to
correctly?
have that effect on him.
But
And I wasn't
having
saying
said that,
that.
did you guys watch the debate between Matt Slick and William Albrecht
Who the fuck?
on the
No.
intercession of Holy Mary? So do you guys know who Matt Slick is, right? He's on this server.
No.
What the heck?
I hope Matt Slick
Matt.
got his ass kicked
Dude, he
because
got wrecked.
his hatred of Roman Catholics is so absurd. I hate him for it.
Dude, he got
I mean, I find myself
brutalized.
hating Matt Slick for it. I mean, it's so outrageous.
Have
I
you?
mean,
Yeah. So Islam,
okay,
take
I'm
a look
looking
at the
up the
video.
debate.
It's the
Yeah,
patristic pillars video.
Is that the
Basically,
PNR?
Sorry,
Can you post it if you don't mind? Can you post it in side chat?
yeah, it's in side chat. Patristic
No,
pillars.
no. You know who hates Roman Catholics? Darth.
Yeah, of course.
At one point, he muted half the chat.
Well, I mean that's the thing. I mean, Matt Slick kind of did the same thing too, like a few weeks ago. Like it was literally on this question about like the intercession of Mary, right? About like why Catholics pray to Mary and all this stuff. And then we were trying to respond to him and we are talking about, I mean, I think Fight actually brought it up where he was like, "Well, we call her the Queen of Heaven because like literally at that time, like the mother of like the kings, right? Like in the Jewish context, were, called like the Queen Mother, right? Like that's like pretty normalized." and like he just
Yeah.
started like muting everybody.
Literally Darth, okay, we were speaking and everything. And then basically he said, everything bound on earth, bound in heaven. Like, you know the verse, right? We were talking about the papacy. Then he interpreted in a way that isn't true according to the Hebrew, not Hebrew word, the Greek word used here. And then I was about to call him out for it, I got muted. Then
Yep.
another person called him out, he got muted. He like muted half the chat, bro. There was only Memento Mori that wasn't muted.
Oh, you're talking about with Darth Dawkins, right? Yeah.
That one old guy, bro, like he's very old.
Bro, I love Darth Dawkins.
I don't get it. Why do people hate Roman Catholics? They're actually pretty nice people for the most part. Some are assholes, but most are nice.
Nah, most people don't hate us, bro. It's just that
It's just
like,
prejudice.
I don't like the Catholics. I
It
don't
could
like
be
the
the
Jews.
ideology, you know.
If you don't love them, then you're not a Christian.
It's kind of evidence for the authority of the
don't love
Catholic Church.
Catholics.
Like no one bothers hating on Baptists that much because it's like, well, that's not the seat of the church, right? The Pope is, right? So as much as that is not perfect, like they attack the Catholic Church because it just proves that's the church with the most
What do you guys
legitimate.
think about the
Well, that's
Oriental
in their mind.
Catholics?
In the mind of people attacking the church, at least. I won't make the claim generally, I guess. But, like, in the mind of people attacking the church or Christianity, they attack Catholicism the most because, in their mind, at some level, they hold it to be the most legitimate.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
I
the thing is,
think
it's okay to be like skeptical, right, about authority, and we should because they're all human institutions at the end of the day. But that doesn't mean you should be uncritical about your skepticism.
Well, yeah, you apply skepticism to your skepticism, and amazing
Yeah.
things can happen.
And in
Well-
the end, accept that false authority. Okay.
Well,
But,
I
I
also
think
heard. I'm
Well,
sorry,
you're
but
asserting it's
That
false
false authority, I love that.
Like, what would be true authority to you? I would assume you just say there isn't true authority, right?
Oh, there would be God, and you wouldn't need a man between you and God, would you?
Yeah, but you don't believe
Okay,
in
so
God,
does
do
God
you?
does God like phone you
You're a
up and
pagan.
physically talk to you
Well,
via
you
the
would
phone?
find a different way. You wouldn't need a man in
I
Rome.
talked to God once. He's
Well,
Yeah.
You guys are
but
talking to a
any way
pagan,
he
by the
found,
way.
any way he found you could similarly criticize. Well, he's done this. Why didn't he do thus? You know, you would just say that. Like,
If you want to trust a man in Rome, go ahead, man. I'm not.
Well, I don't
that
know if
means that
I
we can't
trust a
trust
man
people.
in Rome, but I don't trust you, Grizzly. I'll tell you that much.
I'm with ISP here.
Trust whoever you want.
but
isn't
the
there
cool,
another reason why Catholic Church is always criticized is because most don't actually understand the theology of it.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
yes,
It ultimately is the responsibility of church leadership in order to catechize and teach. But what you see throughout all the centuries and what Jesus Christ even cries about is that his people starve for lack of knowledge.
but honestly, I think it's criticized only in America because mainstream media
Nah,
is controlled by Protestants. But like if you go, for example, to Europe and everything, most people aren't Protestant over there. It's not criticized as much.
yeah, they're atheists.
it's also because Jewish people have a particular gripe with the Catholic Church as well, and there's more there's more Jewish people in America. That's another reason.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
but just like in Matt Slick, and I saw this in my own sister, and I've when you talk about when you talk to Darth Dawkins too, Matt Yester as well. I mean, these guys have, when you mention the Roman Catholic Church, they just change to ultra violence. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's about to kill somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
again,
they're
what you would
they're
have
And
to
actually
and
quite
understand about
feral. Yeah.
no,
hey, hey, hey,
it's
hey, 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 hey,
unreasonable.
hey, hey, hey. What you would
I'm
have
I'm
to understand.
sorry, Albanian. Nobody's
I'm
buying
not. I'm not.
cocaine right now. I
Yo,
He's
was
not
Islam, Islam,
Albanian.
I have
He's
a
really
question for you,
taller.
Islam.
Yeah, I'm buying
I
cocaine
love
though.
ISB so much.
Yeah,
Islam,
so
Islam, I
what
have
you
a
would have.
question. How old are
Go
you,
ahead,
Islam?
Old enough.
He's 41. He told me earlier.
He's 41 years old. Okay.
The
Thank
What
you.
does that
Albanians
matter?
and the
He's
Romanians.
No, because
engaging.
no,
And
because
their
I'm just
cocaine.
understanding like how proficient he is in using technology, and
shut
I just reaffirmed that he's not
your
proficient at all because of
mouth,
his age.
woman. Shut your mouth. The men are
Can
Hey,
you
speaking.
hey,
can
hey,
you
hey, hey,
breathe through
buddy,
your
buddy,
nose?
buddy. What you would have to understand, right?
What do you mean,
would
buddy,
be
buddy? She just insulted him out of nowhere, and he told her
He's
to
been
shut up.
calling me a witch this whole time and saying that I'm gonna get fucked and raped. What are you
Yeah,
talking
because
about?
this is what Jews are
Well,
prone to do.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You literally said I was gonna get raped, and you sexualized me on multiple accounts
Your
before.
future on this server as a liar
Just gaslighting.
Okay.
is very
Abysmal, you
limited.
heard it
It's
too.
not gaslighting, buddy.
You heard it too. It literally happened. Why?
Wait, Kaya,
Jews
why did he
literally
call
do
you?
this all the
Was
time.
there a specific reason that he called you witch? I'm not saying that
No,
like
he's been calling me a witch this whole time, and the reason why Z originally brought up the 18 thing and that whole discussion sparked up is because he brought up my genitalia, right? And he's been sexualizing me during the course of this conversation, and I find it honestly disrespectful that we're failing to recognize this and we're allowing it to happen like continually.
Shut up,
It's
man.
really weird.
ISP, man, come on.
It's really weird,
You know what I
honestly.
found?
And then I'm getting
Imagine-
called out for calling it out. Like I don't understand.
Blah,
But
blah.
whatever.
You ever, like,
Continue with
imagine
this.
that women, when they're talking at you, if you imagine them with a masculine voice, suddenly you're speaking to a really obnoxious gay guy, and I feel that stops me from simping. You know what I mean? It just like reminds me what's going on.
Yeah, we get it. You like dick.
Yeah,
you
that's
understand.
really not how it happens, though, because we understand that there's a fundamental toss between women.
No. Yeah, I call out Islam for sexualizing Kaya. So don't worry, Kaya.
Islam is right about women.
Islam is false.
Like,
No,
Islam, do you
Islam is
take
true.
I think that's wrong, but like I'm not gonna like get involved. That's not my fucking.
Well, all I would say
Now,
about Islam is
now hold on. I would like to
Other-
defend myself. When she accused me of being a terrorist, she told
When did I
the
accuse you of being a
entire
terrorist?
room that
You
I killed
delusional head.
150 Jews in 1987.
When did
I
I
will
accuse you of
not
being a
accept
terrorist?
that.
When
She
did I accuse you of
said,
being terrorist? When
now,
did I
now
accuse
I'm
you?
See, this
sorry.
guy
I'm
is a
sorry.
Jew, okay?
I'm sorry. Now,
And
I
fight is a
did
goy.
not dress up in a fucking speed suit
Yo.
and swim through a Swedish river to kill 150 children. I didn't do that. She said it. Do you heard her say it?
Hey,
Yeah, but
you heard her
please
say?
stop
You
having
mean
a mental
did you
breakdown
hear
and
her
mind your
say
big
that?
server.
I hope no one is like. He's. Okay, I'm not. You know what? No.
You
I'm
mean?
not gonna bother.
Well, I mean, I can.
People are just gonna
I
fucking attack
mean, I can
me.
do
Like
false
if you.
testimony too.
Did you hear
We can
her
all
say,
do
or
it.
did you heard her say?
Huh?
What's the
Look,
difference? Like,
Huh?
she just
Words.
DM'd
Words.
me. She just DM'd me and said, "Show me your terrorist penis." She
Yeah,
did it.
please screenshot. Please screenshot it, you old fuck. Please.
No, he's just Jewish. And just
He's
lies.
trolling.
It's just
He's
a
just
joke.
sitting here
It's
and
just
lying.
a
Can you
joke.
fucking serve him here, bro?
Listen,
Like,
the
he's
thing is,
ruining the
Islam-
conversation.
He's a
we're all
Jew.
we're
He's a
all
Jew,
with you,
by
bro.
the
We
way.
know
It's
he's
the
trolling.
internet.
Like he's
Okay.
trolling.
No,
I
it's
don't think
not
it's
that
right
he's
what he's
trolling.
doing, but like
Literally
it's just
Jewish.
a joke.
No, I understand that you guys might think he's trolling, but the fact that there's other people sitting here and supporting him, like, it's really
no, we
strange.
all
I'm
think
not
it's
supporting
he's
him. I'm
literally
saying that like I don't think
Oh,
what he
Okay.
did
he
is
is.
right.
Oh,
What is
hey. He's literally
2018.
Jewish.
She
He's
Whoa,
thinks
whoa,
literally
whoa.
she thinks that she
Literally
can
Jewish.
morally blackmail
Hey,
us.
you're literally
in
Jewish. You're
2018.
Morally
literally
Where the hell
Jewish.
did you
blackmail
come
us?
from, Dick?
How would I
Welcome
be?
to the Trump
You're
universe.
Jewish. Stop.
He's Jewish, bro.
Stop.
I don't know why this is so funny to me.
You
It's
are
just a joke,
Jewish.
dude. It's just
Stop it.
Discord.
Well,
I
Just
love
being
that Fight's
bombastic.
favorite word
It's
is
funny.
Jewish.
Wait, you see how he goes on mute, like, right when you say that, bro?
Yeah,
I
he's
don't, like
Jewish.
I.
The
That's
guy's
why I
literally
find
Jewish.
ISP like so funny. Is that
Kaya,
like he
because
just
he's
does that
trolling.
shit
Like
like out of pocket.
right now, he's probably
I
laughing.
can't
That's why
hate
he
the man.
muted.
The man is spitting
No,
just
it's
funny
not
shit.
that he's trolling. The guy's literally Jewish. Do you know what Unit
Okay,
8200 is?
Goyim.
Does anyone here know what Unit 8200 is?
No.
No, could you
and
fill us in, Fight?
I'd like to see the
Yeah,
list
so,
of people who
Please share
care.
us your wisdom. I actually care.
yeah, so
Oh,
it's Unit
Please run
Is
with it.
that
8200 is Smith
Albanian?
Basra.
oh no, the
Yeah,
Goyim is gonna
I'm
share
Albanian.
his stuff.
Right.
Really
So
intelligent.
again,
He's gonna
so
go and
Unit
show and
8200
tell.
is shut up. So Unit 8200 is
Tell
a
me to
sect
shut up.
of the
Jesus, you're the one
Mossad.
that's being a cunt.
Don't ever say the Lord's name in vain again.
I never said that. I said you were a cunt.
No, you didn't say that.
No,
think
don't
you
tell me
never
what
said
I
that.
said, buddy.
Islam is like a Jewish Amerimut, bro. Like, this might be cooked.
I hated his
It
name
might
is Islam. He's not even a Muslim. That's the funny part.
He's not a Muslim, he's Jewish.
He's schizophrenic, like most Jewish people are.
Like most people on Discord, actually.
Yeah, everyone on
I don't
Discord.
think
Just
he's
This is a
probably be a
dating app for
Christian, so I
you
don't know
for
why
those
he's
that are not
probably questioning
initiated.
it.
Well, that's the problem. Like, that's the thing. That's the whole thing with the server, right? Is the sort of not so subtle dating app aspect clashes with the debate server meme that we're trying to pretend we have going on, right? That's the
Yeah.
problem.
I think you're
that
so
is the
far gone
problem.
and so socially
Who the
inept that
fuck
you
uses
view
a
this as
dating
dating.
server?
Yeah, you are
That's step on your
socially
toe.
inept.
Step
Oh
on your
my
toe.
god.
No.
That's step
The
on your
problem
toe.
is.
No,
No,
I
you're
mean,
actually socially
if you
inept.
think that I'm
being
being
Hold on.
serious,
The problem
anyone
is
if you
that
think
server
that I'm being
as a
serious when I said that
representation
Discord is a dating app, that was more of like a indictment of how low
That's
quality and
what I'm
just shit
saying.
postish
Yes,
that
that's what
this
I'm
fucking app
saying.
is.
It's obviously not a dating app.
hey,
People are
hey,
behaving
do I
as
miss
if it's a
you
dating
now?
app. They're like
So what
just
really
running
happens here?
around peacocking.
Hey,
Really.
silence
Mike,
your
can you
mouth.
shut up, please?
Silence your mouth.
Thanks. Go
So
ahead,
what happens
Plasma.
here is that there's a whole bunch of Jews that pretend
Quit
to be
fucking
something else.
yapping. No one wants to hear you. I want to hear what Plasma has to say because he actually has something to
No, I
offer.
actually don't
Yeah,
care.
I've actually
No,
experienced
actually,
dominant
there's
No,
a whole
I
bunch of
think
AA
Fight is
community
offering a
members.
solution to your issues. You guys are just not willing to hear him,
Let's
right?
listen to Fight.
Yeah, so a whole bunch of
Like,
Jews
good
come.
dog, Plasma.
No,
There's
all right,
actually
all
a lot
right.
of
Let's
Continue.
let's
Oh
let's
my
Did you say
everybody.
you
All right,
want to see my
all right,
penis?
everybody. All right, everybody. New plan. Let's make
Yeah, so
Kaya
a whole bunch
cry.
of Jews
We're
come
gonna
in
make
here and
Kaya
pretend to be
cry
something
now.
else. Always, this is the case.
But all of you are like bickering children who don't know how to stop yapping.
That's so true.
Do daga do. I'm doing the Fajar prayer right now. Do daga do.
My kingdom for a
Yeah, I'm
Roman
gonna
Catholic.
direct everyone to look at the chat.
Looks like he's pounding sand there.
No, it looks like he's a fucking child because that's what a child like. What he just said. That's what children do, man.
Imagine if like
Goo
somehow
goo gaga.
like round, you know, like 3-round boxing for every like argument on this server. You know what I mean? So like if you have a verbal like sparring match with someone, physical sparring match with them, it would be so funny. It would be very based.
How can you be this far gone? Like, I really don't. Lord.
That's all you've got left. It's like what you were saying right now.
Like,
Is the last rhetorical stand of the defeated woman in like a debate server.
You're gay, you like dick. You've made this
See, there
point
you go.
multiple
There
times. We
again.
understand.
Like
We
I said,
understand,
We
Plasma.
understand you didn't
rhetorical
have quite the
stand of
father
the
figure in your
defeated
life,
woman.
and
Me?
this
No,
is your
I grew up with
yeah.
my dad. No, I love my dad. I love my father. He's
Oh, it
very
was your
present in my
broken
life.
relationship with your mother. Okay.
No, I love my mother. I love her a lot, actually. She raised me.
No, Discord
But
Yeah.
I'm
Despite how
confused.
she treats you.
No, she treats me pretty well, actually.
Oh.
And she's very proud of my accomplishments, right? Very proud. So I'm
It's like
confused.
someone with crushing parents. Yeah, they're really, really, they
I'm kind of
praise when I do well,
confused.
but
What
when I don't do well, oh boy. I don't want to talk about that, guys. I got some buried trauma.
I'm kind of confused on like where you're going
For
with
sure.
this.
Don't worry, I
I'm
was
kind of
too.
confused.
I hope you recover from your trauma. But like most men, you'll
That's about
probably
trauma.
give it over.
That's the brilliant thing is that it usually comes from someone, and you can always tell just by the way that someone conducts themselves of like, all right, who did it?
So now you're using armchair psychology to hyperanalyze me. Okay, cool.
No,
anyways,
I'm not
anyways,
hyperanalyzing you. You're not that
all right.
interesting. I'm
She's
sorry.
not traumatized. She's
No,
just
You
you
asked.
you literally accused me of having a broken family when I proved to you
No,
I
I
didn't.
didn't say you had a broken
Yes,
family.
you said, oh,
A
your
broken
dad isn't
relationship
present.
with your
When
mother
I
is
told
not
you
a
my dad
broken
is present,
family,
you said
sweetheart.
no. When I told you my dad is present, you deflected. You said, oh, you have a bad relationship with your mom. I told you I had a good relationship with my mom.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
da 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 da
prodding
da
you.
da da. Like, what the fuck? Are
Alright.
you mad that I had a good family growing up? Not my
No.
fault.
New
If you had a
question.
great family, that's
I
good.
don't.
I'm happy for
Yeah.
you.
Okay. So what's
Does
your
anyone
point?
in here said event as
What
how do
point
I
do you think I'm trying to make?
Antis-
Do I
No,
look
you're
like a
just
guy
being
with a
weird.
plan?
No, you're grasping at straws to nitpick my lifestyle when nothing is working out for you. Like, L,
Does
take your
anyone
What do
here
L,
you
said
move
mean
on.
nothing's working out for me?
Take your L, move on, bro. I'm
That would
sorry.
imply I'm trying to work towards something. You're not that
You
interesting. I'm
quite
sorry.
literally were. Now you're deflecting. Okay, cool. Anyways. Okay. And now you're mocking because I won. That's a good concession. Appreciate you, Brody.
Do you want me to post
Anyways.
like my barnacles or something to show you that I'm vulnerable
All you
too?
do is mock. You've mocked like 3 times as much as anyone has swiped
What?
at you.
Who have I
Definitely.
mocked, Plasma? Who have I mocked?
Me,
don't worry about it.
like 3
I've
other
not.
Mocking is a
I've
sign
never
of
mocked
trauma.
Well, it's
you.
just because you're a woman. You're a woman. You lash out.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a
No.
woman, and you're gay,
And it's
and you're
telling.
gay.
Yeah, but
Oh.
there,
And you like
right? Okay,
dick.
there we go.
What a
There we
comeback!
You
go.
I
like dick.
insulted you and
Women,
said that you
women
like
suck.
the same genitals on your body.
You
Yeah,
have
women
nothing.
women
You've got
Get
suck.
original,
Yeah,
dude.
so
You said that
do you
3
think
times already.
you think your faith would fuck with you having a gay man or the partner? You think your faith would fuck with you being gay?
You're saying I'm gay because I hate you and I'm not deferring to you as a
No,
woman. That's the only reason you're calling me gay.
you've generalized women multiple times
And that
purely
somehow
based on
means
our
that this guy
interaction,
is
right?
gay.
No,
That
from
makes
No,
no
literally
fucking sense.
no, hot chocolate. What you're failing to understand is this guy. I'm
I
not
don't
gonna bring this
care
up
about
again.
this guy, man.
No,
Like, stop
then why
thinking
are you
that like you're
defending?
interesting
Then
and that
leave.
whatever you're
Then leave
talking
the
about is
call. Then
interesting.
leave the call. No, what you're failing to
No,
understand is
I'm interested in
plasma.
the other people here,
Okay,
like my
okay,
boy
hot chocolate.
ISB here. You're just like
for a
literally
second
getting in the
just
way
so
of
I can
that.
get this out. So what you're failing to understand is plasma during the whole duration of me even being in this call has been nitpicking me in a side chat and said that women are children. He said that women are children, right? And I grilled him on that, and he wasn't able to answer. So the fact that you're even siding with this
22%.
person
You
is
actually
just called me a
sounds much better.
pedophile. You just said, "Oh, you're a pedophile," and that was all you said. You didn't
I
grill me
mean,
shit.
1 + 1 = 2.
Like a child, ironically.
Does 1 + 1 not
Plasma,
equal
like
2?
if while she's talking, if you
You
lower
act
her
like a
volume
child.
while she's
Plasma,
talking,
is the
you
First of all,
sky
an adult
blue?
woman
Is the
doesn't
sky
give a fuck.
blue?
That's not
Yo,
make me a
plasma, is the
pedophile.
sky blue?
That makes you
Can
internally
you answer
a
the
child.
question? Is the sky blue?
The sky
Can you
looks
answer the
pretty
question?
gray right now. I don't
Is the
know.
sky
the
blue?
sky is
No,
blue,
it's
and that's
actually gray
unrelated.
right
Yeah,
now because it's
so
snowing.
using your logic, I can deduct that you view men as
No, you can't because you're not
PDFs,
using
right?
logic. You're being a woman. You're actually
PDFs?
using logic wrong right in front of
You
me
view
right
men
now.
as PDFs using your
Why
logic.
is the conversation keep going
Oh,
on this?
woman.
So you wouldn't have a
Because
Yeah,
it's
that's what I've been
it's
trying to like
silly.
steer away
Because
from, and
plasma
I'm trying
keeps
to,
on
and I'm trying to
reducing
be
me and
silly like a
as nice as
infantilizing
I
me as a
can.
silly
child.
cunt woman.
Abysmal,
Because she's
that's
a
why I
silly
brought it up
Help,
because
Abysmo,
plasma.
help!
No, I'm not asking him for help at all. As Bismo
No,
has
I'm
actually been
asking him for
on
help
my
because
Yeah,
opposite
this
side the whole
conversation
time.
this kind of
sucks.
way of making your argument isn't going to make people take you more seriously as a woman.
I don't.
So
I
you're
don't. I'm
creating
not
like a
looking
false
for that at all.
dichotomy.
No, I'm not
Well,
looking for
then,
that at all.
Please
I'm
help the
just
dialogue,
no because
please.
Abysmal he keeps on reducing me and deducing me as a child. So I'm bringing up
because
his
you are.
argument.
Because no, you
So
behaved like a
His logic doesn't
child for
add up.
about 10
His
minutes before
logic
I ever
Stop,
doesn't add up.
and
stop
now you're
trying to
continuing
do
to
this and debate bro everyone, please.
I'm not trying to
Like,
debate bro anyone.
no,
His
I
logic isn't
understand that
adding
you
up. I
don't
don't
think you
understand.
are, but
How
that's
can you
what you're
be so
doing.
anti-women and so red
I'm
pill
not
but want to?
anti-women. I'm
I'm not
anti you
talking
just
about
fucking
you.
doing
It's
this
not
shit.
about
It's debate bro
How can you
stupid
be
shit.
so
Come on.
anti-women and so red pill but want to pursue
Oh
a
my
life with a woman
god,
and have a wife and children?
anti-women.
Oh
I
no,
don't
it's just
understand.
Like
And then
you,
say women are
like you
children. I
understand
don't
me so
understand your
well, and
logic.
you're a
Yo,
savant
1
of
+ 1
psychology.
equals fucking
Like,
10,
get
I
out.
guess, bro. Like I really don't understand
Abysmo,
this.
please,
I'm
please
not
women
direct
are
the
adding up.
dialogue
children. They
somewhere
stay
else. I'm not
most
asking
women
for them to
are
be
functionally
muted.
children for most of their
yeah, I
lives.
want to
In
talk
the
about
sense
Matt
that,
Slick's debate.
Yeah,
that
that
you don't
seems
have
way
to
more
grow up.
fucking interesting than whatever the fuck we're talking about. Like,
Yeah,
please
no,
help
but
us pivot to
Yo,
that.
do I need to turn this into
Please.
a watch party? Because we can.
I'd get more
What
of
do
a
you wanna
kick out of
watch?
that, please, right
Alright, we're
now.
doing watch party.
Hell yeah. Finally, something decent to
Yeah, it's a
watch.
shame Lively doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. I just want to make this clear. 1 + 1 = 11.
All right,
Yeah, facts,
good
Faggy.
talk. Can we
By the
talk about
basis of this
this
convo,
now?
facts,
What
bro.
we're watching
Facts.
right now.
Bro,